Okay, Ralph, I want you to do your best PlayStation 1 intro sound.
You just did it, Sam.
Is that kind of...
You're like, I want you to do this thing, Ralph. Oh, let me do it.
All right.
Let me do it.
You do the Xbox one.
I don't even remember that. Did you know? Give me the GameCube controller.
No, that's the PlayStation controller.
Did you know that you can blow into the PlayStation 5 DualSense like this? Might even say that you can give your PlayStation 5 controller...
Here we go. A blowy?
Nice. Guys, the surge is coming. This is the surge of PlayStation 5. It is on the way. We were all worried that we were not going to get our hands on a PlayStation 5 because there'd be too much stock shortage.
Yep.
It's just not going to exist. There'd be... Remember those riots in Paris for the launch of PlayStation 2?
I do not remember those.
Look those up. That's a thing that happened.
Oh, give me my PS2, huh?
So we were worried that would happen. Turns out maybe that's not going to happen because PlayStation 5, they are apparently surging in production. Let's talk about how it's all working after the drop. So PlayStation 5, Sam, do you plan to buy one?
If we're being real here, we like PlayStation HQ. You know what? You guys are all right.
You guys are all right.
So, you know, we are YouTubers and we feel like, do us a solid. You know what I'm saying?
The Last of Us 2 review, that was someone else, okay?
Exactly. Actually, I said good things.
That was Skill Up, okay? Just make sure you give the Laymen the free PlayStation 5s, okay?
We need 2 for Laymen.
The PlayStation 5 is coming out towards the end of the year. We still don't know the release date yet.
It's going to be holidays, right? Just like Xbox is saying holidays.
It's always going to be October, November. It's very unlikely to be December because then you're getting way too close to, like, you know, that whole Christmas period. Everything starts shutting down, whatever else. So it's going to be sometime in October and November. There's been a lot of anxiety up to this point about whether or not there's going to be any stock availability for that unit because of everything that's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, COVID's been a total thing. We can say COVID now. I feel like YouTube's okay with us saying COVID.
They are.
When this all happened, a lot of places shut down, a lot of manufacturing plants shut down, and especially a lot of places that are making the parts for the, you know, upcoming gens also shut down or slowed their capacity.
Sure.
So a lot of talk was going around town like, okay, are we going to see, you know, PlayStation and Xbox delayed? Are we just going to see smaller amounts of this? And is the price going to be changed? Because a lot of these shortages means that the price of these parts go up too. So it seemed like a double whammy.
But don't worry, guys. Apparently, we don't need to be worried. Quote, both Bloomberg and Nikkei Asian Review have detailed a boost in output this year to between 9 million and 10 million units, up from an expected 6 million back in March. This was reported by Bloomberg and Nikkei, summarized by GameInformer.biz, and now being read out to you by the Laymen.
Laymen Gamon.
On Eurogamer.
With
so this is how news works in this day and age.
Exactly.
Just bounced around from 10 different sources and then read out loud on YouTube.
Exactly.
You know?
Bloomberg, that's Jason Schreier, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And now it's getting to you free, everybody. Okay? We love you, Jason. But the big question is 9 or 10 million enough? Now, if we look back at 2014, it looks like it took the PlayStation 4 9 months to actually sell 10 million units. I feel like the landscape has actually changed a lot. A lot more people are playing games. It's a lot more cooler now to play games, even though maybe it's still not, but I think it's cooler. 10 million units.
Gamers can now get a girlfriend.
Exactly.
Sometimes, not always, but some gamers.
If you're winning pro cups, you can do it. Okay.
What? Pro cups. Oh right.
There we go. Now you got it. Now you got it. Now
it's not a Smash reference. I heard.
No.
We're not talking about Smash.
We're not going there. Okay.
That's
There's zero amount of references on Smash here. Okay. And the landscape has changed massively because let's be real. I don't know if 10 million units is going to have to sell over 9 months. It might sell in like 2 months now.
I think as well, PlayStation is just so dominant this generation. Like in PlayStation 3 going into 4. PlayStation 3 basically lost that console generation. Like, it picked up towards the end for sure, but definitely at the beginning, Xbox 360 crushed them into the dust.
Definitely.
There was no comparison there. Now it's the other way around, where you've had literally 50 million ballpark Xbox One units sold, compared to like over 110 million PlayStation 4s. Those people who have a PlayStation 4 are going to want to stay in the ecosystem. They're going to want to upgrade from the 4 to the 5. There's going to be more demand for that system this time around. So the demand is still going to be there for a new console, and we can't say definitively whether or not 10 million consoles is going to like satisfy it.
Yeah, definitely. And we don't know also if maybe the Soldier Boy console is going to be the dominant one. We don't know that yet.
The Atari, VCS.
There are other consoles that are entering the market, okay? But I think the big thing is also price. I mean, we are expecting this to be higher in price this time. They've made little hints here and there that, they are expecting to drop a price that I don't think everyone's going to love.
Yeah.
They've also said there's going to be 2 editions. They're doing the sad edition, okay, the one without the disc, and then one with the disc. We can expect the one without the disc to be slightly cheaper.
Yes.
But they've gone on record to say something along the lines of, we are putting quality over value or something.
They've said our focus is on value.
There we go.
So whenever they've talked about price, they haven't said we're going to make sure it's really competitive.
Yeah.
Well, they've never said these words. They've said we're focusing on value, which I think can probably be inferred as like, yeah, you're probably going to end up paying for this. There's also the fact that they've got those 2 launch SKUs. They've got the disc, they've got the discless. I think if they were really confident in the price point of the full disc version, then they'd say, we don't need to worry about that yet. It's fine. But I'm feeling like it's probably going to be pricey. They wanted to give people a bit of a chance to go cheaper, so they gave the other one as well. That's my vibe, just based on, gut feelings,
feelings,
all that stuff.
YouTuber always facts here,
Very
okay?
much.
And on top of that, look, they tried to be very clear, Sony that is, about the pre-order windows, because they do feel if there was to be a shortage or if there's a lot of people that want to buy it, they want to give you guys notice. So it looks like they're trying to do everything right here, up the production, charge you heaps for it, of course, but also give you the windows that you need to know.
The other thing that just was revealed this morning, or it's not revealed, but it's looking likely, is that you probably can only pre-order 1 PlayStation 5. There's going to be a limit on it, according to this article. Pushsquare.com reports an error message added to the source code of PlayStation 5's official store page suggests that PS5 pre-orders will be restricted to 1 per person. An eagle-eyed Reset Error member dug into the website JavaScript and found the disclaimer for customers attempting to purchase more than 1 system at a time. The error reads, you can only purchase 1 version of the PS5 console, disc or digital. You have already added 1 PS5 console to your cart. Presumably this code is an example of the company preparing to release PlayStation 5 pre-orders in the near future.
That sucks because,
I want to buy 10 of them.
If I'm Phil Spencer, I want to help PlayStation out. Let me buy thousands of them,
Yes,
please.
exactly.
No, but look, I think that is good because a lot of people, like we've seen before with concerts and shit, they end up buying, 50, 100 copies of it. It all sells out, and they sell it for more, and that sucks.
There's always a lot of eBay reselling going on when it comes to these sorts of console launches. So hopefully this helps limit that. It won't stamp it out completely. You can still go to 10 different GameStops and pre-order yourself.
That's true.
I think that doesn't stop it, but at least Sony's trying to do their part to limit it and make sure everyone can get their hands on one who deserves one.
Sony, we've got a good relationship. Why don't you just give us a lot of them and then we'll sell them?
We're taking pre-orders on the Laymen channel. We take Bitcoin.
Yes.
We're feeling generous. So every Bitcoin you give us, we'll give 2 back, by the way.
I think that's pretty fair.
I think it's a good deal.
And SkillUp is giving away 10 PlayStation 5s on his channel. He's buying them all, so please sign, like, and subscribe only to the Laymen.
This obviously calls into question where Microsoft is at with their production. There's also been rumors that, stock's going to be a little bit short for Microsoft with the Series X. One interview with a France Microsoft representative did talk about the fact that it's a tough manufacturing environment out there. He talked about the fact that it's his job to make sure as many units get into France as possible, which could be in, you could read into that there's going to be some sort of shortage and everyone's fighting for them. At the same time, he could just be talking and we don't really know.
Who knows?
That's the landscape, guys. The point is, though, if you really want to make sure you get your hands on next-gen consoles, you do need to pre-order it. Everyone's like, don't pre-order. Well, I agree with don't pre-order, but I feel like for consoles, if your console doesn't work, they're gonna fix it for you. Do you know what I mean? Like I will pre-order consoles. I mean, I'm not counting on getting a free PlayStation 5, especially after the Last of Us 2 review. So I'm gonna be pre-ordering a Series X and everything just to make sure I get my hands on one. Because other than that, otherwise you can miss out. Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't speak for the Layman. Sony, just letting you know, we would like a console. Thanks.
Guys, that's pretty much it today. Looking forward to Sony. We love you, Sony. We're just letting you know.
Nice, Sam. Very classy.
See you guys. Laymen out.